Hello everybody, my dear affiliates, welcome to our next training session here on our Freebay training week. I would like to welcome you to the next session, and yeah, just let me check before I start if my suit colors is right today. Yeah, I think it looks good, so we can start. We have today big topics. As we said already, today we will talk about our compensation plan in details. But before we start, of course, we want also to resume a little bit the company, the products and everything, and also again the whole training week from Freebay. So let me show you again the slides. So here's the roadmap for this week for our Freebay trainings. Yesterday we had an amazing session and a great speaker with Michael Dalcourt. He did a fantastic job and a great presentation. And today we have also two fantastic guest speakers with Nitsa Narcos and Martin Thibault, but I will introduce them later to you. So again, today will be our main topic, the Freebay compensation plan. Tomorrow we will go more in details into the products and packages. Here we have also guest speakers with Tammy Morrison and Tony De Govea. And on Thursday, our main topic will be the Freebay presentation and affiliate marketing skills, and also how to duplicate with guest speakers Andrew Eaton, Bruce Hughes, Brandon Erbjones, and Brian Cromley. So exciting week and super trainings, and yeah, I'm really excited, looking forward for that. But also I want to remind you to something. Please put that in your calendar. I will write it down. Make sure this day is blocked 10/10/2020 to our opening Freebay event. Write that down in the calendar, share it with everybody. An amazing event on the 10th of October. And also here, don't worry, you will get more details this week about this event. And we also will help you and give you tools to share the event and also to invite people for the event. But you have to wait a little bit. More about that during the week. Okay, great. So let us start today with our training session with Freebay. I wish you a lot of fun. Enjoy our trainings. See you soon.
This company stands for freedom and independence. Times are difficult, but we want to show you how you can act independently, and take your life in your own hands. Wherever you are, whatever you do, Freebay will show you the right way. Be a part of us and let your adventure begin with Freebay.
Hello and welcome to the second trading day today. My name is Norbert Tag and I have the pleasure to repeat in a short form the products. First, we start with our academy. Our academy is our learning center, and what is really important is a really main sentence called lifelong learning. Why lifelong learning? Because we all thought, yes, after school, no more learning, after university, no more learning. But let me tell you, give an example. There is a global knowledge index, which means this includes the whole knowledge in the world, either useful or not. It's just the global knowledge. And this global knowledge doubles every third year. That means for you, if you are not learning, you might lose the connection to the people who are learning and might be better in your job, might be better in the business. So lifelong learning is really necessary. But what is also important are the topics you should learn. We don't teach you algebra. We do not teach you something. We teach you useful things. And for this, I will give you a sneak preview in a short glimpse. You are learning setting goals in the business. You are learning to communicate to people, to bring a short sales pitch, or how to make webinars and meetings. This is just a short overview I give you today because tomorrow you get a deep insight into the academy and in the trading academy and into crypto robotics. Besides these topics, you will also later learn about education, how to make webinars, but even health and sports, because in a healthy body, there is a healthy mind. Everybody knows this. The Academy will be part of the F-Booster. It's really easy to use, it's really easy to learn, and you can get workbooks that you also can learn offline. You don't have to be in this academy for hours. There are clips who are really short. You can do it driving by car and just listen to it. It's really easy and absolutely helpful. The second part of our products is, of course, my favorite one, the Trading Academy. I love to trade, I love the Trading Academy, and I love crypto robotics. And as I told you always, trading is not a rocket science. You have to learn it, of course. And for some people it takes weeks, and for some people it takes months. I have done this for myself starting 3 years ago, and I'm still learning. But I see my success, and I see the margins I can do day by day. But you have to remember one thing I also already told you. It's trade without emotions. If you trade with emotions, you will lose money. You can invest with emotions. For example, you like Disney. Then you can buy a Disney stock as an investment. That's fine. But trading means buy and sell, sell and buy, and this has to be done without any emotions. And also more advantages about trading is you can trade where you want. on Philippines, on a Mallorcan island, wherever you want. You can trade where you want. You can do it when you want. Because cryptocurrencies are 24 hours, 365 days per year. This is the absolutely opposite to a normal stock exchange, which starts at 9 and ends at 5 and closed over the weekend. Build a trader community. When I trade, I don't do it alone. I make my analysis alone, but I call friends and ask them, do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? What do you expect in the next days, in the next weeks? And then we have our meetings, local meetings in my hometown. It could be really fun. And trading can help you to reach your financial freedom. For some, financial freedom is just to have some extra money, pocket money, 100 euros or whatever. Or financial freedom can also mean you earn your money out of trading. Everybody can choose what he wants. Of course, trading has risks, and you also can lose money, but this could be avoided if you learn it, because when you learn it, trading is not gambling. Trading is you can analyze this and you make your charts. Then it's not a really science, but not a rocket science. And tomorrow I will show you how to set a trade. And when I always say you should do it with a smartphone, because if you don't make money with your smartphone, your phone is not smart. And this academy includes 9 lessons. And at the end, the latest lesson, you have really a one-day workshop with real persons, with traders, who teach you, who will control you, who improve your question, answer your questions, improve your charts analysis. And at least if you make everything right, you get your certificate, you get your exam. Then there are people who say, I don't want to do this, it's nothing for me, I have no time for this, it's too complicated, I don't want to do this. Then we offer via our partner Crypto Robotics, the automated trading via algorithms, though that means it's a mathematical solutions. Advantage of these mathematical solutions, they trade without emotions and they do it 24 hours. And to give you just a short overview, there's automated trading, there's signal trading, that means you get signals on your phone, but you have to do the trades, buy and sell on your own. And there's auto-following, that means you follow real persons or other robots. And this is totally automatic. And at least, when we start, keep in mind, please do not move any money to this platform. On the left side, you'll see a list. You see already a list of exchanges who are connected to this platform. Please open an account on this platform and do the connection to this platform, Crypto Robotics. I will show you tomorrow how this works. I will open an account on Binance, put money on this account and connect this account with this platform. Then you will see how easy it is. And then I will start a trade. I don't know if these trades make plus or minus. This is the risk, but you will see how it works. And will show you a deeper look into Crypto Robotics and this platform. This was today from my side, because the main focus today is on the compensation plan, because you want to know how to earn money with all these products, and this will be shown by our amazing speaker and my lovely colleague Marcos Pacho, and later also Nitsa Narcos and Martin Thibault. But now, please welcome Marcos Pacho again. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Norbert. Thank you so much. So again, what we always do is just a short overview about the products. Our goal is really till the end of the month that everybody has the knowledge about the company, the products, and also about our compensation plan, how to use it, how to work with it, how to sell, how to explain it to other people, and also to duplicate. So we really will have our focus on this in this week. And also we will continue the next week and the week after with trainings. We will inform you, as already you know, and as you see it today, with the YouTube live stream link on our Facebook channel from Freebay. So every day you will see 4 hours before we start with our trainings the link, and please share that also with your team, inform them, but you will get it all on our Facebook page on Freebay. So, good. Now it's time really to start to talk about our compensation plan. And before our guest speakers will go really, really deep into our compensation plan and will explain it in a very easy way that everybody understands the compensation plan and how it works, I also want to tell you a little bit about this and how important it is. You know, when I started in this industry, be honest, let me tell you how that worked at this time. I was invited to an event, to a business presentation from a friend of mine, and at this time I was working in a hotel, and yeah, so I didn't have real big money. I earned enough to survive, I would say. And but you know, so big cars, holidays or something like that, I didn't have enough money for that. And a friend of mine told me, Markus, you know, I want to invite you to a business presentation because I know you don't have big money, and they show you how you can earn more money. So I went to that presentation. It was on an evening in a hotel. I would say probably around about 100 people were at this event. And, you know, they did the presentation, and yeah, I really didn't like it. I felt a little bit strange. I don't know where I am, and they talk about big money and how easy it is to earn, and they also introduced the products, and I didn't understand really what's the point and what they are really doing. But at the end, I was honestly thinking the whole time. The presentation took 1.5 hours, and I was always thinking, oh, how I can get out here. But at the end, something happened. The last 10 minutes, there was a guy, I think he was at this time 36, I was at the age 24, and he introduced the compensation plan, and he showed the people how they earn money. And also how he did it was really something special, because, you know, there are people, they just talk about something, but he showed it. He said, I show you how much money I earn. And he showed his back office, and he showed exactly how much it was. And at this time, he showed he earns 50,000 euro a month. So can you imagine? Just please try to be on my side now. I was at this business presentation. I earned at this time around about 2,000 euro a month. I was 24, and a 36-year-old guy showed his back office and showed us the last, I don't know, 3-4 months, how much he earned. And it was an average 50,000 euro a month. I was impressed. I thought to myself, how is that possible? How can a 36-year-old guy earn with a business like that 50,000 euro a month? The person who invited me to that event asked me later, and are you motivated? Are you in? And I told him, because I was not really convinced, just the 50,000 euro a month was impressing for me. I said to him, you know what? I start to show you that that can't be what they're talking about. So I started, and because I said this sentence, the speaker invited me, I think 2 days later, in his office, and we had an appointment. This appointment was around about 2 hours, and then we sit together, and he told me, listen, if you're doing exactly what I'm telling you, I promise you, you will earn more money what you earn right now. And I started, and he had right. Because in the first months, I doubled with a half-time job my income, what I earned full-time in the hotel. So nobody had to convince me at this time. I was motivated, I was convinced, I thought, yes, that's possible. But the important thing was that he was able to show me and explain me in these 2 hours in our personal meeting what we had, how the compensation plan worked. He made with me a plan. He asked me about my goals. You know, many people, when they talk to other people, when they try to sell or to introduce something, they talk non-stop and don't listen to the opposite, to the people sitting in front of you or next to you. They never ask questions. What is your goal? What do you like? Where do you want to go? And he did that. He asked me, what's your goal? So just write it down for me. If you can choose a number or how much you want to earn a month, write it down. Tell me, how much? And then, with that number, he started to work with me. And he said, okay, I wrote down also 50,000 euro. And he said, okay, so we make a plan together. I show you exactly what you have to do to earn this money. And I will support you. And yeah, so I started the journey in the industry. The thing is, I didn't earn the next 3 months 50,000 euro a month. That took long. That took really long. The first 2 years, I had some good months. I reached sometimes 10,000 euro a month, but never in the first 2 years 50,000 euro. I was far away from that. But I had that goal, and I didn't give up. And I always thought to myself, I will reach it. I will reach it. And I will do everything what's necessary. Because when this guy can do that, I can do it as well. So I was focused, I continued, I had to learn a lot, and I have to develop myself, I had to learn about the products, and the most important thing, I had to learn how to talk to people, how to introduce other people to our business, how to introduce the company, the products, and the opportunity for them, how they can reach their own goals. And this is very important. In this time, I really learned what selling means. Selling means ask questions. Ask questions. You want to know more about the other person. You want to know what's their goal. You want to know his situation, and then you have the solution for him, and to work with him on that, and show him exactly what are the next steps. In the industry, it's very important when you start with completely new people that you have a plan for them, that you have a 30-day program, a 90-day program, and to teach them also the skills, what they have to do. First, you start, okay, just think about it. Who is probably interested in our business? People you know. The second step is you teach them the products, how to invite, that's the most important thing, how to invite other people to the events, to the business meetings. At the beginning, I couldn't explain how it works, so I just learned how to invite people. But after the first 30 days, I was able, because I did all these steps, I was able to talk a little bit about the product, and there was my main focus, to talk about the compensation plan, to show and to tell the people how much they can earn, how big is the opportunity. And that helped me a lot, and there was my main focus, and I really was, I would say, a recruiting machine. I talked to everybody. I showed everybody the opportunities in this business. So in past, with every company I worked, I reached always the highest position. But okay, not from one day to the other. It took time, and also you can reach it. It's possible for everybody if you have your focus, if you know what you are doing, if you don't give up, if you work with your team. And I will repeat it all the time, because learning is to repeat it, to repeat it, to repeat it, to train it, to do it. and also to make mistake, but at the end, you will get the knowledge, you will develop yourself. And so if you understand the compensation plan and if you are able to show other people our compensation plan, how it works, that's already a big, big step for everybody. And also when you can make a plan with them, listen, your goal, for example, is to earn 10,000 euro a month. And now we go on that journey together, and I show you now exactly what you have to do. I met in this industry so many people, they try to count other people rich. Don't do that. Your goals are not their goals. Let them tell you what are their goals. Let them tell you how much money they want to earn. And then you show them what they have to do. But that you are able to show them what they have to do, you have to understand the compensation plan. And you will see now how powerful is that compensation plan. You will see today that, after that lesson today, you will be already able to explain it to somebody else. And you will see, and that's what I love on this compensation plan. This compensation plan, if you use it the right way, also creates behaviors. And behaviors are so important that you have really the right behaviors on the road to reach your goals, on the road to your success. So we have to do now some setups. So we will do a short break, maximum 2 minutes, and then we have our guest speakers here today on the call. And I'm already excited, and you will see how they know already everything about our compensation plan and how they will explain it to you. And so let us have a 2-minute break. Then we bring them up here on the call. So see you in 2 minutes. And one thing, please make sure you have something to write in front of you. Make notice and also do later some examples, but we come later to the point. But make sure you have something to write in front of you, okay? So we see us in 2 minutes. Okay, so we are back again. Our setup is done, and now I'm really, really excited and looking forward to our next speaker. So we will have now on this Freebay training Nitsa Narcos and Martin Thibault. But let me just say first something about Nitsa Narcos, because I had the opportunity in the last 2 years to travel around with her, to had also some meetings together, big meetings, big events around the world. And, you know, it was just amazing to work together with Nitsa Narcos and also to see how big is her knowledge in the industry and how she helps and support other people to reach their goals. And she is really, really fantastic in, for example, things like that today, to explain other people for probably that look at the first moment difficult, but to bring it down to the point and explain it on an easy way to everybody that they will understand it. And she's so a powerful woman, and I love to work with Nitsa Narcos. So Nitsa Narcos, are you here? Can you hear me?
I can. Hello.
Hello, Nitsa. Very good to have you here on our Freebay training. And thanks again for all the work you did here to prepare the presentation to make that happen. And yeah, I'm really looking forward. I'm very excited now on your training session. So I will be quiet now. Nitsa, you have the word. And yes, see you later.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so very much, Marcus. These trainings are so valuable, such a big asset, and especially right now in this great time, this very important time, this transition time that many of us are in. I also would like to echo my sincere thank you. It is truly a privilege not only to travel with you, Marcus, but also to have an opportunity to be on stage, even though our stage is a virtual one today, and to be able to speak to all of our affiliates that are tuning in globally, worldwide. Hello, amazing Golden Family worldwide. Such an honor and privilege to be here with all of you. Today, we're going to be focusing on the compensation plan. And I have to say, being in this industry, the industry of network marketing now, nearly 30 years, I have seen a lot of compensation plans. And, you know, I remember when I was quite new in the industry and, you know, people would come to me with different products and different opportunities, and they would present, you know, ways to make money. And it was interesting because, you know, the way compensation plans are typically explained to us, you know, we look at numbers, right? And we look at, you know, one person saying, well, you know, this is the best compensation plan because, you know, it pays out this much money. And then other people will say, well, no, this one is actually the best compensation plan, you know, because it rewards, you know, these types of behaviors and on and on. And one thing that I have learned over the last 30 years is what drives a compensation plan are not the numbers, because, you know, any company can really has so much to pay out. And typically companies will pay between 40 to 50% in their compensation plans. And here with Freebay, our generous compensation plan pays out 50%. But it's not even about that 50%, dear affiliates. What matters is not the number. What matters is the behavior in that compensation plan. You see, what we want to produce at Freebay is not necessarily, you know, a group of a bunch of affiliates that can present numbers. We want to generate 6- and 7-figure earners in Freebay. And in order to do that, let me tell you what we're going to need to do. We are going to need to free millions and millions of people. We're going to need to match, you know, the goals of millions and millions of people to our compensation plan. And our compensation plan has something here for everyone, for that person who wants to be free, who wants to generate an extra $500, $1,000 a month, because that will help their family. It will help them achieve the goals that they have. And we have a compensation plan here that can match the goals for people that are looking for a full-time income. Perhaps they want to fire their boss. Perhaps they want to be full-time. They're looking for the lifestyle of being their own boss and having the opportunity to work anywhere around the world like we can here with Freebay, whether it's from a tablet or a computer or from our smartphone device, we can do that. And of course, we have a compensation plan that matches those who want the big money. They want to earn 6 figures a year. They want to earn 7 figures a year. So I have the privilege here today alongside my co-host, my very good friend. He's an extraordinary leader. I have known this gentleman now for 7 years. We've traveled together. He leads a very, very big team around the world. We're going to tandem partner up here, and this is what we're going to do. I'm going to introduce Martin Thibault, and Martin is going to give you the technical part of the compensation plan. And you want to be taking down notes because he's also going to pull up the whiteboard. He's going to give you examples, how to get to certain ranks, what that means. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back later and I'm going to go over the behavior. I want to show you how to get to the top of the plan. I want to show you how to shine like a diamond in this plan. Before I bring on Martin, I just want to say a couple of things. I have been a business owner. I started my very first business at the age of 18. And by the time I was 25, I was running 5 businesses and they were restaurants. And I really thought that that was going to be my life. And I was making a great income. But one thing that I did not have was lifestyle. I didn't have the freedom. I wasn't able to just be spontaneous and do the things that I wanted to do when I wanted to do them and with whom I wanted to do them. And I remember a friend of mine was trying to get me to go to this meeting, and she tried and tried and tried. Not just for months, but for years. And I kept putting her down. I kept making fun of her. I kept saying, I thought that she was involved in some kind of a cult or some kind of a company where, it was a pyramid and only people at the top were making any kind of money. And she was working for those people. And I'm sure many of you have, maybe heard these types of terms before. But one day, through her persistence, one day, I got up and went to the meeting. I was fed up. I was fed up that my employees hadn't come to work that day. I was fed up that it was my first day off in 2 months, and yet I had to go in because no one was there to cover the shifts. And so it was that moment that I thought, I need to do something else. And I called my friend up. I said, I'm going to come to that meeting with you and see what it is that you have, that you're so excited about. And I can't tell you, it was so long ago. I can't tell you everything that was said in the meeting, but I do remember that one moment in time. I remember the speaker on that stage as he started to talk about residual income. And he started to state how, the next 5 years was going to pass by anyway. The next 10 years was going to pass by anyway. And what if we could build a business that could pay us for years and years, possibly a lifetime, even after we stopped working for it, to build something in a 5 to 10 year period that could pay you forever. And that to me spoke volumes. So I joined, and I was not the quick one out of the gate. I certainly didn't rise to the top right away. It took me 5 years to reach my very first goal. And that goal was to go full time in that business. And I was able to go full time in that business. And when I went full time, I have to say this, I've never looked back. I've earned 6 figures, multiple 6 and 7 figure incomes from this industry. This is per year over the last 25 years. I am not saying this to impress you. My dear family, I am saying this to impress upon you that if I can do this, you can too. And today our intention is to show you how to rise to the top and shine like a diamond with Freebay. So to get us started, I'd like to bring on a dear friend, a tremendous leader to this field. Some people have you know, they have that kind of role where they're in the front. And I have to say, I'm one of those people. And, you know, when you're in the front, when you're the one who speaks and who is on the stage, it's very easy to get the accolades. It's very easy to have people clap for you because you're the one in the front. But, you know, what makes the people in the front is not just their knowledge and their talent and their skills. Let me tell you, an equal, if not more important roles are the people in the back. It's those people that support them. It's those people that work with them, that brainstorm, that collaborate, that together, really together, develop the presentation, develop the system. And I can say that this gentleman right here, Mr. Martin Thibault, you're going to get to know him in Freebay. He's going to rise to the top just as quickly as he did in this last network. He will rise to the top. He's a tremendous leader. He leads a team of thousands and thousands of people all over the world. He's made great income over the years as a full-time networker. But one thing, his passion is to teach, educate, and train people with the facts. Martin tells it like it is. And I can't think of anybody more qualified and more suitable today to be able to deliver to you the compensation plan of Freebay International. So, Martin Thibault, are you there?
I am, Nitsa. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for this fantastic introduction. So I guess I'll take it from here. Wow. Where to begin? Well, first of all, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, dear business partners, friends, Freebay family worldwide. What a pleasure it is to be here, and what an honor. I first want to say a big congratulations and a big thank you to Mr. Marcus Brachko, Mr. Norbert Take, and Ms. Nitsa Nakos for this fantastic segment leading up to what we're about to get into right now, which is our compensation plan. A little bit about me. My name is Martin Thibault. I'm located in Montreal, Canada, and personally I've been in this affiliate marketing industry for just about 7 years now. And a bit similar to Nitsa's story, for me, it has changed my life in ways that I wouldn't be able to put into words into such a short segment. But a few years into this industry, I went full-time, fired my boss, to use the same expression, and I haven't looked back since. This is a game changer, the most beautiful level playing field industry in the world, to be able to earn from home or anywhere. If you have your cell phone, get an internet connection, you can build this business. So it's really a great pleasure and an honor for me to be here today to share with you our compensation plan, which I've had the honor to be part of helping implement and develop with our corporate team. So I'm going to bring up some slides so that I can really get into the technicalities with you. My presentation will be a more technical one to really give you all the information to help you understand every aspect of this plan. So let's do a quick shared screen, make sure everything's working. I believe it's good. And I'll go in full screen mode. Here we go. Our goal right here over the next few moments is to get into the comp plan in a detailed way that helps not only the seasoned networker in appreciating what this comp plan can do in light of other comp plans, perhaps, like Nitsa was saying, sometimes we have a tendency to compare comp plans, right? Which one is the best one? What pays out more? But I also want to explain it in such a simple way that even the beginner who's never looked at a comp plan before will be able to easily grasp it and move forward with it. This is a fantastic compensation plan that is built as a hybrid of unilevel combined with a dual system or binary. Essentially, it's about 80 to 85% unilevel combined with about 15 to 20% binary or dual system. So let's get right into it. So the compensation plan itself is structured at providing 6 income streams. First, the direct sales bonus, which we're obviously going to get into in detail. Second, the unilevel bonus, which is perhaps the biggest part of this comp plan. Third, the sponsor bonus, a fantastic bonus to really help those starting out in generating some good income right from the get-go and build up momentum. 4, the generation bonus to really reward the team builders who help other people elevate in the compensation plan. 5, long-term incentives, something a lot of us have grown attached to, the accumulation of savings leading to wonderful prizes. and 6, the dual team bonus itself. So as you can see, out of the 6 streams of income, 5 are based on this uni level, and the 6th is the dual team payout itself. So let's get right into it. I'm going to move my camera here on the side so that I can see what you can see. And if at any point in time, maybe I sense the slides are getting hidden by my camera, I'll just turn it off so everybody can see clearly. But this is the overview of the comp plan itself. As you can see, we have 12 ranks or 12 levels. And these 12 ranks essentially are a wonderful way to work month after month in building up momentum and having short-term goals, right? We know the key to achieving long-term goals is to have short-term goals that we constantly work towards and achieve. And this way we build up to something bigger. Now, none of these ranks are permanent. So month after month, it's an ongoing engagement to try and build up momentum to achieve a higher and higher rank from one month to the next. The 12 ranks are actually divided up into 4 gemstones: the sapphire category, the emerald category, the ruby category, and the diamond category, each one having 1, 2, and 3 stars. So 1 to 3 star sapphire, 1 to 3 star emerald. You get the idea. All of these ranks are actually achievable completely from start all the way up to the top to 3-star diamond with a free account should a person want to approach it that way. This is a fantastic aspect of affiliate marketing where a person can come in with a free account, never make a single purchase, and work their way up from the bottom of the comp plan all the way to the top without ever purchasing anything. Let's get a little bit into the next column. So the first line, second line, and open line, what these refer to essentially there are personal sponsored affiliates that we have in the teams that they build. So I'm going to get into that more and more with the coming slides. But in a nutshell, this whole comp plan is built around volume. There's no complicated point system or numbers of transactions or anything complex at all. It all just comes down to volume. When you see the open line column, so for the first ranks, essentially all of your personally sponsored affiliates and their teams all count together, added up as a single volume to take you from rank to rank in the early stages. And as we get into the higher ranks from 4 onwards, now you need 2 lines, right? So 1 personally sponsored affiliate who builds a team, whose volume you calculate, and then the remainder, right? The open line is all of the remainder combined. And then these levels, or these volume rather, help you build up from one level to the next or one rank to the next. But we're going to go quite into detail with that, so I'm going to keep moving. The commission column essentially identifies both direct sales bonus and the uni-level bonus. Essentially, they are a percentage from 7 all the way up to 32% that you earn either directly on your personally sponsored sales or on the entire volume of your team with differentials. Next, we have all the way to the far right, we have the sponsored bonus. Like I said earlier, this is a fantastic bonus to help the new person, the newcomer, to build momentum right away, to get rewarded for their work right away. And these bonuses are limited to ranks 2, 3, and 4. So 2-star sapphire, 3-star sapphire, and 1-star emerald. And then after that, we kick in with a generation bonus that starts at the 2-star emerald or rank number 5 and all the way up to the top of the comp plan at 3-star diamond, where we hit 7 levels of matching the paychecks of affiliates who've reached our own rank. So now let's get into it more in depth with each category. I'm going to move myself a little bit again to the side. So here you have a general plan description. Essentially, like I said, the 4 gemstones, they define certain categories. I'm going to bring up my pointer here because that can really help to show some stuff on screen. Give me one moment. Laser pointer, here we go. So these 4 categories essentially give us an idea of the kind of income levels within the comp plan, within the community we're referring to. So the sapphire would be, of course, the starting stages that could represent anywhere between, say, 500 to 1,000 euros a month, approximately, generally speaking. The emerald ranks are more like the middle class. They drive the entire economy. This is when a person's built up a supplementary income that is substantial enough where they could even transition to having this work as a full-time work, right? Where they could fire their boss. So the emerald ranks are really, really key. And Ms. Nitsanakos later on is going to show us the power of driving this emerald ranking category in the comp plan and the impact that this has on our entire team and helping everyone elevate. The Ruby ranks are like the leadership ranks, if you will. This is a 6-figure type of income annually, and it's really what will define leaders who've managed to duplicate in their teams, good-sized teams, if you will, internationally. And in the diamond ranks are the 7 income type of earners, top earners in the company, ambassadors of the company, and really people who've managed to duplicate their work and their behavior on a completely global scale. Now, what's important to understand with this ranking system is, again, that a person with a free account can literally go all the way up from 1-star sapphire all the way up to 3-star diamond without ever purchasing anything whatsoever. However, if a person chooses to acquire one of the membership packages that we have, the Evo Academy, the Evo Expert, or the Evo Life, these packages, in addition to all of the products they come with, from education in the academy itself, the trader, and life cards, for example. So the content and product of these packages also give benefits in the compensation plan. It's the best way to view it is like it's a little bit of a boost, like getting pushed up into the comp plan to get a head start. So let's get into it quickly. Evo Academy, in terms of the ranking system, lets a person start right away at 2-star sapphire. The Evo Expert lets a person start right away at the 3-star sapphire, and the Evo Life helps a person start right away at 1-star emerald. The 1-star emerald rank is the highest rank that can be attained from the get-go, if you will, right out of the gate when getting started with the business, from being from a purchase, if you will. Everything else needs to be done through work. So to ascend to 2-star emerald, 3-star emerald, and to the ruby ranks and so on and so forth, it can only be done through work. Needless to say, there is a massive advantage in having a membership package on top of the fact that you're getting education, the trading itself, perhaps gold with the Evo Life. Now, on top of that, you have a head start in the comp plan to start building up from there upwards. Let's keep going. Now let's get into the direct sales bonus. The direct sales is exactly what it is. It's a direct commission. It's a one-time commission that happens as a result of a purchase made by anyone that you personally sponsored. So for example, you bring someone into the business, they create their free account, and then they decide to make a purchase, whether it's a membership package, whether it's life cards, any product whatsoever going forward that has direct or uni-level and direct sales commissionable aspects, you will earn that direct sales bonus. Now, if you yourself have a free account, so you've started out, you're a 1-star sapphire, you would actually earn 7% on the purchases of your personally sponsored affiliates. As you work your way up the comp plan, this increases all the way up to a maximum of 32%. To 32% direct sales bonus is amazing. In the example that we're shown here, we have a 1-star emerald, which is actually the highest rank one can come in at through a purchase, right? If we acquire a membership Life Evo package, we get the trader, we get the academy, we get the life cards, and we start at 1-star emerald. This automatically gets the person started with 23% direct sales bonus, which is a phenomenal bonus, because if you look at the numbers, to keep it nice and simple, if you were to bring 5 people on board who do the exact same thing you did, right? They create their free account, and then they get their membership package because they too want the trader and the academy and the life cards, and they too want to start at 23%. You would earn 20% direct sales bonus on each one of these packages. If you do it with 5 people, you've actually earned more in direct sales bonuses only than your actual cost, right? And that's for a 1-year membership. In this particular example, as you can see, 12 months. So let's say you got yourself 1 year. If you sponsor 5 people who do the same, not only have you covered your own cost for that full year, you actually make profits. And then there are more other commissions that kick in, as we're going to see in the following slides. So essentially, the basic formula to understand is whatever you do, if you get between 4 to 6 people who do the same thing, depending on the commission level that you have, you are able to cover your costs, and then from there go 100% into profit ever after. Now, as we get into the uni-level bonus, I would like to simplify it for you, because this is something that, while the direct sales bonus is something really easy to understand, when people start out, a lot of times they struggle with understanding things like a uni-level bonus. So here's one way that a spin that I'm going to put on it to help you maybe understand it in a different way. One way to view the uni-level bonus is to see it as a direct sales commission on your entire organization, minus whoever's in between. I know that sounds a bit strange, but let's put it this way. So there's an example here, right? Let's pretend you are a 2-star Emerald and you earn 25%. Now that 25%, as in our previous example, would give you the full 25% on your personally sponsored. Anything they purchase, a renewal of membership, an auto purchase of life cards, a bundle of life cards, whatever it is, you're hitting 25% on all your personals. And it's not limited to 5 people. If you're a sponsoring machine, maybe you bring in 200 people, right? There's no way this will be case by case with each scenario, with each person. But this 25% is on your directs. However, let's say, using this example here, one of your personally sponsored affiliates comes in and decides to get maybe a Evo Academy package. Now, if you remember, the Evo Academy package bumps you up to the second rank, right? The 2-star Sapphire. As a 2-star Sapphire, they earn 15% of direct sales and uni-level bonus in their organization. So let's say now, this 2-star Sapphire person, which is your personal, they bring on board someone who makes a purchase, whatever package it is, whatever, again, life cards, whatever product, they make a sale. Now they will collect 15%, of course, of direct sales bonus on this person, but the remainder of the 32%, which the uni-level is comprised of, right? You remember we saw it in the table at the beginning, all the way up to 32%. So the remainder of that 32% will get paid upward. You happen to capture 25% of it, but there's already been 15% taken. So you get what's called the differential. So this person makes a sale, this purchase here, this person collects 15%. You are the next one up. You collect the difference to your rank, which is 2-star Emerald, 25%, so 10%. And then of course, whoever upwards would be, say, 3-star Emerald or 2-star Ruby or 1-star Diamond, whoever next up would collect the difference all the way up to a total of 32% that is paid out in a uni-level bonus. I hope this helps you understand. Essentially, the way I like to see it, it's like a direct sales commission that's then just broken down into the people that are between the person who's purchasing all the way up to the top at 32%. So that's for the uni-level bonus. And remember, this is on your entire organization, right? So if you sponsor, for example, 10 people, and then they sponsor 10 people, and they sponsor 10 people, no matter the size of the organization, that differential will be there. So if you have 25% and then the next person has 23%, well, then you will collect 2% of that particular sale. And this happens all over the organization, as deep as it goes, and essentially always hitting the differentials from the highest person under you. So let's move on. That was for the uni-level bonus, which is a second part of our compensation plan. Now, as people get started with the business, at first, of course, the direct sales bonus is a fantastic way to earn quickly, especially if you've got that kind of 21, 23%, right? With the Evo Expert or the Evo Live packages, they bump you right up to those ranks like 3-star Sapphire, 1-star Emerald that give you those high percentages. So that's a really, really great way to get started. But as these people start to, the people that you bring on board, they start to build their own teams. We have something fantastic that is reserved for the ranks 2, 3, and 4 in the comp plan. 2-star Sapphire, 3-star Sapphire, and 1-star Emerald. These sponsored bonuses are given to those ranks as a way of helping the new person really get started and build momentum and make some good returns right away so that they can build up confidence, so that they can reimburse whatever cost they've had to get started, and then really build momentum from there. Those sponsored bonuses are percentages that are based on the checks that are earned from your personally sponsored affiliates. So let me give you an example. You have a personally sponsored affiliate who starts to work. They build their small team, say 4 or 5 people to get started. They earn commissions. Whatever those commissions are, you will earn 10% of those commissions as a sponsored bonus for personally sponsoring them. So of course, this is in addition to the uni-level itself, the direct sales bonus that I've already mentioned, right? So now three streams of income have kicked in simply because you're a 2-star Sapphire, a 3-star Sapphire, or 1-star Emerald. So it's a fantastic way, again, to build up quick results. This sponsor bonus quickly goes away though, because as we start to build a bigger team, we start to rank up. As we elevate above the 1-star emerald and reach the 2-star emerald, we then hit something called a generation bonus. The generation bonus is fantastic because it's not limited to personally sponsored affiliates. It's a matching of checks based on 7 levels of people. So someone that you sponsor, someone they sponsor, someone they sponsor, someone they sponsor, 7 levels deep. This generational bonus gives you a matching of their paycheck that is based on their entire uni level and dual team payout or dual team bonus commissions once a month. So their total check that they get, you get a percentage of that check. If you look on the right side, if they're your personally sponsored, you will earn 2% of their paycheck. If it's their personally sponsored, so your second level, you get 2% of that person's paycheck. And in third level, 2% as well, and then 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, all the way down to 7 levels. Now, again, try and picture in your mind what that can represent when you start to amass a bigger team and people are earning left, right, and center. You've got maybe 5 personals or 10 personals, and they've built their team, maybe 100 people, and then 300 people, and so on and so forth. And everyone in there is earning. Anyone who's matched your rank, anyone who has the same rank as you are earning a percentage off of their paycheck. There's a wonderful aspect of this generation bonus as well, that is a reward for bringing a superstar on board. If you personally sponsor someone, and this is so generous of corporate to offer this, if you bring someone on board who is a massive builder, a recruiter, someone who's going to take it and run with it and really take their business to the next level where they end up outranking you. Let's use an example, the same example that Mr. Marcus Brachko used yesterday during the presentation. Let's say you yourself are a 1-star emerald, and the person you brought on board that you're personally sponsored, they take it, they run with it, and they work themselves up to a 3-star emerald. They bypass you and go from that fourth rank that you're in all the way up to the 6th rank, for example. As a 3-star emerald, they actually bring you up with them like rising stars, right? They pull you up so that you yourself end up being a 2-star emerald so that you can benefit from this generation bonus and capture 2% of their paycheck. Because obviously if a person outranks you, the uni level percentage, well, theirs will be higher than yours. So you wouldn't capture any differential on their uni level. But now with this generous aspect of the comp plan, you get pulled up with them to hit this new bonus called the generation bonus. And through it, you earn 2% on the paychecks of that personally sponsored affiliate that you've brought in, who is obviously hitting the business hard and having massive success. And that's corporate's way of rewarding you for bringing such a person on board to help you elevate with them and capture a portion of their paycheck. The generation bonus, needless to say, is a really powerful aspect of the comp plan, especially as we get into higher ranks and have big teams with a lot of leaders that rise up. To be able to match the paychecks of various leaders all over the downline is an absolutely fantastic addition to the uni level, the direct sales, so on and so forth. Long-term incentive is something many of us have grown very attached to. This one, to understand it, is very simple. Every time a life card is sold in your downline, every time a life card is bought by someone in your structure, it gets added. This is cumulative. It doesn't reset after a week or after a month or even after a year. It just keeps adding up and piling up and adding up and piling up. So when you reach 2,000 grams, for example, of gold in one of your lines, so one of your personally sponsored affiliates, their whole organization, you end up with 2,000 grams there, and 1,000 grams in one of your other affiliates' team, you then qualify for the first prize. The prizes are actually going to be changed, and corporate will come out with a new listing of prizes. So it's very, very exciting. And basically, once you reach a prize, your amounts of grams of gold in your organization stay exactly where they are, and they keep building up from there. So if you have 2,000 and 1,000, then the next person buys a gram of gold. Now you're at 2001, 2002, 2003, and you keep building up until you reach 5,000 and then 3,000 in the second line. Boom, you hit the second prize, and so on and so forth. And you can work your way to bigger and bigger prizes, obviously requiring more and more lines. So it starts with 2 lines to get the first prizes, then into 3 lines, and then 4 lines, and lastly 5 lines to get the ultimate prize above all. Dual team bonus. Now, As I said at the beginning of this presentation, the uni level is definitely the biggest part of the comp plan. Between 80 to 85% of the compensation plan essentially is built up on this uni level structure with its bonuses integrated. The dual team bonus essentially is in the binary system. So we build two teams, and the products that have units attached to them, we accumulate units in both of our teams, and that bonus represents about 15 to 20% of our compensation. It's a cherry on top, really. It's a nice addition to everything else that is extremely lucrative. And this dual team bonus is paid to infinity and also works with spillover. So because we're binary, let's say you get started and then someone sponsors someone, they place them under you. That person will never be part of your uni level, but they will be part of your dual team bonuses. Everything they do ever after will earn you units. When you reach 50 units on one side in one of your teams, or one of your legs, if you will, 25 units on the other, those two, that 75 units total give you something called a dual team bonus. That dual team bonus will pay 25 euros. And then after a certain number of them on a weekly basis, it reduces. And then more of them on that same week, it reduces a bit more and reduces and reduces. Obviously, there is a maximum of 180,000 of these dual team payouts that we can receive. I need to have a sip of water. In a single week. But essentially, this is a wonderful addition to the comp plan that doesn't depend, of course, just on the uni level aspect, but also can come as a result of spillover work. So it's another part of the payout that kicks in that is fantastic and just adds to everything else. Now, I realize this is a lot of information, and I'm going to try and give you a little bit of visuals of how all of this works. But before we do that, let's go back and have a quick look just at the first chart that we looked at. Let's talk about lines for a moment, because I'm going to get on the whiteboard and show you a few examples of how this can unfold and how all these bonuses sort of kick in. Now, I'm fully aware that when looking at a comp plan for the first time, it's not easy to grasp everything. The good news is this comp plan is actually a lot easier to explain than most comp plans. And after seeing it once or twice, you'll quickly wrap your mind around everything. And I believe we can put this one on a single page and get everyone to understand it right away. So, but to get into the volume. So basically, to rise up from one rank to another in this compensation plan, I said it at the beginning, it's all based on volume. And what is volume? It's everything, every product, membership packages, life card bundles, individual life cards, auto purchases, whatever new products will come in the future, everything gets added up, bundled up, not just personally sponsored affiliates. If you have 5 of those and then they have their team, all of that counts together towards this volume. Now, in the first few ranks, it's called open line, which basically means, let's say you've got your 5 personals, they've made some purchases, maybe some membership payments went through, their life card, now they've built their team, and you take all of those amounts throughout the month and add them all together, that will give you a rank, and that rank will represent the percentage of payout that you will earn in the month following, continuing and going forward, right? So this is, at first, very straightforward. Now, as we work up towards rank number 4, all the way up to rank number 8, we have to start splitting it into 2 categories, if you will, where one of your personally sponsored affiliates team will build maybe a stronger team than the rest. That will be your first line. It's essentially, it's the line with the most volume, right? And that line combined with the open line, so the remaining lines will help you achieve one of those higher ranks. And as we get up into the 3-star Ruby and above, well, then it's 3 lines. So one strong personally sponsored person in their team, a second strong personally sponsored person in their team, and then the remaining personally sponsored in all their teams for the open line itself. I do want to mention, by the way, that when you reach the 3-star Ruby, this is the one rank that basically means any month after that, you can't actually fall back lower than a 1-star Ruby. So if you reach this rank once, the lowest you could ever be ever after is 1-star Ruby. So obviously this is a major milestone. In fact, jumping from one of these categories to the next all represent big milestones, but I think this is very powerful for anyone who ever achieves this to then be able to have secured 1-star Ruby ever after. Now I'm going to stop the shared screen and give you some representations or some examples on my board. Let me see if I can bring up the full screen here. I'm going to warn you, let me see here, just to be sure I'm on time with everything. Okay, I have a tendency to be a bit verbose at times. Okay, so my microphone is right up here. I'm gonna have to get one of these nice headsets like Mr. Brachko had, but for now I've only got the mic here. So when I turn, it might be a little bit lower volume. So you might have to turn up the volume a little bit, but I wanna give you some general examples just to try and you know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. And the more we repeat this information, that's how we're going to learn, right? We had a great introduction to this comp plan yesterday. Now we're getting a little bit more into it, and going forward with every training, we're going to have more and more that we explore. It's an old Latin saying, right? I think it's repetitio est mater studiorum, which means repetition is the mother of all learning, right? It's a well-known expression, but it comes from this old Latin saying. And so repeating again and again is what's going to make it solidify for all of us. But let's have a quick example. So I'm going to, as I turn, hopefully the volume won't go down too much, but let's place you right here at the top. Right? And let's pretend for just the sake of an example that you decide to get started and you want to bump up in rank because you're interested in the bots, you're interested in life cards, you want the academy. So that Evo Life subscription or membership package, if you will, you're interested in that and the bump up that it can give you in ranks. So let's say that you come in with an Evo Life membership package, right? And that Evo Life bumps you up to 1-star Emerald. And 1-star Emerald in the compensation plan, as we saw, gives 23% bonus, right? So this is as you get started. Now, maybe you got this for 1 year. So for 1 year, that is the minimum rank you can have. We're going to work on this example using, say, bring in 5 people on board. I'm going to use a dual system because that's what we have, right? We can split it down the middle right here. Say we've got our 2 teams. It doesn't matter how many people we place on each side. I just want to use this example. Let's say you place 3 here and you place 2 here. For the sake of the example, you brought in 5 people on board. And by the way, even if you had spillover, you have people here already, and you decide to sign up personals and they end up lower down in the dual system, it makes no difference to you. Because they are personally sponsored, these people will always be considered your first level. This is super important to understand. There is a difference between the uni-level levels, if you will, and the dual system placements. A person could be 1,000 people away from you in the dual system. If you personally sponsored them, they will always be considered your first level. So your direct commissions on these people right here in this example are 23%. Now, let's say all of them decide to come in with an Evo Life the same way you did. They go for a 1-year subscription. Well, we've already discussed this, that if you have 5 people who grab the same subscription you did, as your personals, well, 23% on each one times 5, obviously it covers not only the cost, you've made profits already. Now you've covered your membership for 1 year with all the bots and everything in it. Everything else is 100% profit going forward. Now these 5 people, they do the same thing because that's how we duplicate, right? We lead by example. So the people who come on board, they do the same thing you did, and they bring in their 5 each. No matter where these people are placed, again, in the dual system, makes no difference. Now we've got 25 people, a 5 times 5, right? Now, every time these people's memberships go through, you've got your 23%. And let's change the example a little bit. I wanted to show you, of course, that you cover your costs with 5 people who do the same thing. But let's say, for example, some of them are Evo Academy, some of them are Evo Expert, some of them are just buying life cards, right? So you've got different combinations. I want to show you many scenarios so that you understand the implications here. All of these products, you are hitting 23% directly. However, let's say a person here has a free account. They're a 1-star Sapphire. They bring on board their 5. Now, as a 1-star Sapphire, they have 7% of direct sales bonus, right? Which means that every time they bring people on board who make purchases, you, because of your 23%, you hit the difference between the 23 and the 7 that they capture, which is 16%, right? There's going to be a lot of numbers on here, so it might get a little bit messy. But basically, you're hitting the differentials of everyone coming on board. Now, if a person had another rank where they say had 21%. Let's say the Evo expert here has 21%. Obviously, they bring people on board, they do their work. Because they're grabbing 21%, you have 23, you're grabbing a 2% differential, say, on their affiliates. Now, remember, each one of these personals of yours counts as one line. So you're going to want one that starts to really drive a lot of volume, and then the combination of the rest will give you the open line. Now, I realize it's a lot of numbers and a lot of things, but let's continue, okay? These people right here are your second level. And let's say the 5 that you brought on board brought in 200, right? All of these people would be your second level. But in this case, we've got 25 people as part of that second level, and you are earning the differential on them. Now, every time there's a purchase made here on this second level, these people are earning your personal's income, right? They are earning income from the different activity that is happening here in the second level, because to them, that's their first level. And because you're part of the ranks 2, 3, and 4, let's do this here. That's my reminder for a timer. Okay, so I'm going to cancel this thing. So because these people here are earning commissions, you have a sponsor bonus that kicks in here because you're part of ranks 2, 3, and 4, right? 2-star Sapphire, 3-star Sapphire, and 1-star Emerald. That sponsor bonus gives you a percentage on the checks of everyone here. In this case, it's 10% because you're a 1-star Emerald. Now, as you build up rank because of volume that happens here, we're going to transcend the sponsor bonus and enter into the generation bonus, right? Because as this second level here, they start to bring their people on board. And we end up, say, they bring in each their 5. We end up with another 125 people who come on board as part of the third level. Well, of course, you continue to hit differentials on this entire level of people. But on top of that, they earn income for people here, income for people there. And as the volume builds up, let's say you end up with 25K of volume in one of those lines, and you end up with the remaining lines combined 15K of volume in 1 month, you actually get bumped up to a 2-star Emerald, right? Because of volume. And then if you were to do beyond that, it goes up, right? It goes, so 40,000 euros of volume, then 80,000 euros of volume. So as you build yourself up into higher ranks, your uni-level commissions continue to increase, and you are earning differentials on this entire structure all the way down to the bottom. And then, of course, beyond the 1-star Emerald, so 2-star Emerald and above, we have a different bonus than the sponsor bonus. It's called the generation bonus. That generation bonus gives you a percentage on the paychecks of people who are also 2-star Emerald or higher. So if anyone has that rank anywhere in here, you have 7 levels of this check match that happens throughout this organization. Now, again, I realize this is a lot of numbers, a lot of scribble, but it all adds up. This is essentially through the basic work of duplication, bringing in our 5, helping them get their 5, so on and so forth, right? Help essentially comes down to helping everyone get their membership free. If you have your Evo Life for 1 year, you help 5 people do the same, you have yours for free and you started to make profits. Then they help their 5 and we help them help their 5, help everyone essentially get their membership free. Then everything else beyond that is profit. And then all the bonuses start to kick in. Now that was only direct sales bonus, uni-level bonus, sponsor bonus when we start out, then generation bonus that kicks in as we build up and go up in rank. But on top of that, we have, of course, this entire thing being a binary, 2 sides right here, right? Where we've accumulated units every single time. And every time there was units of 50 on one side, 25 on the other, we've been hitting dual team payouts of 25 euros every single time. Of course, if we reach higher numbers, they diminish. But this dual team bonus piles up and accumulates as another part of the comp plan. And all of the gold acquired throughout this entire team, accumulated over time, builds up to earn fantastic prizes in the long-term incentives. Again, it's a lot of information to get into one single presentation, but we'll do it again and again. We'll keep introducing you again and again, right? repetition is the mother of all learning. But as I come to a conclusion with this segment, I want to bring back the speaker who introduced me here. And the reason I want to do that is, as Marcus Brachko said at the beginning, she's a fantastic leader who's had tremendous success in duplicating, in creating behavior, and helping people understand this kind of stuff, this kind of approach to a compensation plan where you understand the key ranks that drive this kind of behavior, create momentum, create duplication for everyone involved. I like to refer to her as the queen of duplication. She certainly knows how it works with her 3-time Mercedes qualification in this long-term incentive. And so I'm going to bring you back, Nitsa, and I would love for you to show everybody how to drive a kind of momentum towards the emerald ranks, how to help everyone really build up momentum with this compensation plan to create a culture, a behavior that really helps everyone build that kind of momentum towards 6-figure, 7-figure earning, and really take things to another level. So I'll pass it back to you. I leave you the floor and off I go.
Excellent, brilliant, Martin. Thank you so very much. Wow, you did a really great job at that. I hope everybody has really now started to understand the simplicity of this compensation plan. And once you see this over and over again, you'll see that it really is easy. You can present this compensation plan on one little piece of paper. You can literally sit down with somebody and do it on a napkin over a cup of coffee. That's how easy it is. Now, I'm going to recap just some of the important things. Basically, what are the highlights? You know, when I look at this compensation plan, I really see many things that are great about it, but these 6 things really stand out to me. And the first thing is basically there are no requirements. You know, most compensation plans, most companies require you to buy something. This is called an auto ship. You either have to pay, you know, monthly or yearly, or, you know, in order to keep your account active. And with Freebay, there is absolutely no purchase requirement. As Martin stated earlier, anyone can start. Literally, they can go from, you know, there's a saying you can go from the outhouse to the penthouse. You can go from 0 to hero, literally through this compensation plan without ever purchasing a thing or having any requirements for purchase. That's very important. The other thing is the ability to make money fast. Martin pointed that out nicely when he said, get into profit. You know, I learned many years ago that when a brand new person gets started, if you can help that brand new person make money in their first 30 days, you're going to have them for a full year. If they can see that this system works, if they can see that, you know, what was shared to them actually is true, you've got them for a year. We all know that there's ups and downs in you know, building any business, and Freebay, you know, is no exception to that. However, the reason why most people fail in this type of a business is because they quit. They quit too early. There's one main thing that all successful people have in common, and that they stay the course. They stay the course. So making money fast, helping the brand new person, you know, get into profit quickly, and we can do it in this compensation literally with 4 to 5 referrals. Next is predictability. I love sitting down with brand new people and just asking them, what is it that you want? What is it that you want from a business like Freebay? And what type of money do you need to earn to have what it is that you want? What is missing in your life? These are some very important questions. You know, before somebody gets started, it's important to know what is driving them. What is their why? And not just their why, but what is that desperate why? What is that thing that they absolutely cannot live without? And then let's help them get there. And with this compensation plan, we have a measure of predictability. If somebody says to me, which most people do, 80% of people are simply looking for an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. We can sit down with them. We can show them on a piece of paper the plan. We can say, here it is, the sapphire level down here. This is the volume requirement for these levels. And you know, when your business, when your team and you produce this much volume, then you are going to be earning around that $500 to $1,000 that you need. And then we simply go to work to create, that volume in the organization, which I'll share with you in a moment. If somebody says, hey, I want to make a full-time income. I need to fire my boss. I'm sick and tired of working for somebody else. I want to work from home. Well, how much do you need to work from home? They'll say, well, I need an extra 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 a month. We can literally point them right on this compensation plan. Here's where you need to be making that type of an income. Now, of course, guys, there is no, 1000% that it is that, but understand there is a very, very strong measure of predictability that a lot of compensation plans don't have, because there's too many factors going on. This one, because it's based on volume and, your overall percentage of your organization is going to be somewhere between 2 to 5% a month, maybe 2 to 3, 4% a month is what you're going to earn overall. It's quite easy to sit down with somebody and let them know where they need to be to achieve the goals that they want. Generous bonuses, rewarding team building. There's nothing more rewarding than seeing other people become successful. The only way to get to the top is to help other people get what they want. When we take our focus off of ourselves and we put it onto others, other people's goals, other people's, dreams, and we just simply help them reach their goal, it's incredible, the feeling, the satisfaction. There's nothing that brings me more satisfaction in our previous network, helping hundreds of people generate 6 figures in this business. I was more excited for them than I even was for myself. And my income kept growing, obviously, as other people's income keeps growing. And that's the beauty of this compensation plan. You can bring up the superstars. You want people to hit your rank. You want people to pass you. You know why? Because through these generous bonuses, you will always be compensated on their efforts and their team efforts. And that is incredible. Residual income. Of course, we all build a business, this business for the rewards, the opportunity to earn a residual. As Martin stated earlier, our products are gold and our products are membership packages, which one can, buy for a full year, or they could pay it off monthly if they can't afford the full year. They want that membership. They want, say, the life package. Maybe they can't afford it all at once. Well, they can start paying for it month by month by month, giving them an opportunity to pay it off over the course of the year. Each and every payment, whether it's a yearly payment or whether it's a monthly payment, all of this is residual income into your business. And then, of course, gold. One of the things that I love about just Freebay in general is that we help people become free with gold. We help people become secure with gold. And there's so many, brilliant strategies that you're going to hear. Actually, not so many, but some very, very incredible, ingenious strategies that you're going to hear little later on in the week, where we talk about gold exchange. We talk about how, when we get in front of the exchange of gold, how we earn commissions. And yes, those can be residual commissions, because our culture of our community is that we do what? We accumulate gold daily, weekly, monthly, daily, weekly, monthly. And in the accumulation of this gold for various purposes, some, of course, we all do it to build up our gold savings. Of course, we're going to also do it, as you're going to see in the strategies, to be able to really win with this compensation and with this entire system, which I won't get into. You will see this on Thursday. But all of these things make this compensation a premier compensation plan. And I encourage you to write down these points. And when you sit down with somebody, please go over these with them, especially if they are somebody who has experience in the networking field, because, they're going to understand most, but when they see that last one with gold, let me tell you, that right there is the icing on the cake. Okay, now I have I've been given the honor today to be able to share with the majority of people, that are watching here today who are affiliates in a previous network. I get to share with you some very, very exciting news. And basically, this is your placement in the Freebay marketing plan. So if you are currently watching this webinar and you have a dual team status, and if you have a dual team status, I'm talking to you. And for those of you that are watching this a little later on, please just, I'm only going to take, quick 2 minutes to describe this, and then we'll get into how to reach the top of the compensation plan. But right now, if you have a dual team status of bronze, silver, gold, or VIP, there is a gift that's been given to you, and that is a placement in this new compensation plan. And as you can see, here it is. I'm going to pull up also my annotator, so it's a little bit more clear. Now, this is for internal use only. What does this mean? If you currently have a status bronze, silver, gold, VIP, this is only to show you where you will land in this where you are placed in this new compensation. This is your rank, and this is your rank for a full year, everyone. We begin on the 11th of September, and for an entire year to the 11th of September, 2021, you have a minimum. If you currently have a bronze status, you are minimum going to be a 2-star sapphire. You won't fall below 2-star sapphire for a full year. Of course, you can rank up, and you should, if that's what you strive for. If you currently have a silver dual team status, you will be a 3-star sapphire. You are grandfathered into this marketing plan as a 3-star sapphire for a full year, means you will never fall below 3-star sapphire. You can only go above. Next is if you have a gold status, you will be bumped to a 1-star emerald. And that is, for 20,000 euros in volume is what typically one needs, or they can purchase an Evo Life membership package that also gives them the same rank. But if you have gold status in the current dual team, then you are a 1-star emerald for minimum 1 year, or for 1 year. And of course, you can go higher as you grow above these volumes, okay? And finally, VIPs, all VIPs currently in the dual team are placed as a 2-star emerald. This saves you 40,000 euros in volume, everybody, but look at right here. 25% commission. This is a pay raise of over 250% from where originally your VIP gave you, and 25% is your direct commission. But look in here, the type of unilevel bonus that you are have the opportunity of earning as a 2-star emerald. Okay, so once again, this is internal only. The new compensation plan does not refer anywhere to bronze, silver, gold, VIP status. This is only for the explanation now to let everybody know of the gift of your placement in the current marketing plan. Okay, a couple of things that I want to talk to you about now. And I mentioned this earlier when I first started, and that is what drives a compensation plan. And we see, across, this slide here, it's a dynamic slide. What do we see? We see numbers, we see charts, we see all sorts of things. And sometimes people razzle and dazzle, others based on compensation plans, and numbers and charts. When really, as I mentioned earlier, the thing that drives a compensation plan is not the number. There is no one compensation plan that's better than the other, okay? Typically companies will pay the same. They will pay 40 to 50% from their overall revenues out. What determines success in a company is the ability for the field to earn those incomes, okay? And that all boils down to strategy. That all boils down to system. And it's about, it's about teaching people a simple system where they can get paid. So what's going to drive the behavior in our Freebay compensation plan? It's seeing masses and masses of people getting paid each and every Friday. It's seeing masses and masses of people earn, that monthly, that big monthly unilevel check. We have the ability to get paid 5 and sometimes even up to 6 times a month in the current system of Freebay. And what's going to drive your business? One more time. What's going to drive success in your business, in your organization, which you will be a microcosm of the entire company, everybody? What drives success is helping masses of people get a paycheck every single Friday and on the first of the month. So now we're going to transition and we're going to take a look at what it takes to reach the top of the plan. The past 15 years, I have been in a position of leadership in the network marketing space. And I've made it my goal always. In the past 15 years, I've really only been a part of 3 networks. I'm not somebody who runs around and, joins a bunch of different things. I like to focus. I like to pick one. And then I like to put my all out massive action, effort, but also, clear, like that laser focus that could cut right through a diamond. And whenever I always look at the comp plan. I say, what does it take to reach the top of the plan? And I do that because I personally have big goals. I like to reach the top of every marketing plan, because here's what it means. See, when I first started network marketing, what I wanted more than anything was just to prove all the naysayers wrong. We all get it. We hear it from people who say what we're doing, isn't real. What we're doing, isn't right, and all sorts of different things that people come to say, about what it is we do. And I just wanted to prove them wrong. I wanted to become successful, to prove those naysayers, to prove those haters wrong. But here's what happens. As success comes, as we attract success in our life by the people we become, we come to realize that the real richness of success is not about our accomplishments. It's about how many people we can directly and indirectly help. Now, you've heard me say this over and over and over in this in this training here today, because this is what I live by. This is my DMO in my business. I want to help as many people achieve their goals, and I know that by doing that, I will inherently reach the top. So my now question to each and every one of you is, who wants to reach the top of the Freebay marketing plan? And if there was one question that I can ask you, okay, that will potentially determine whether you are ready to take it on, okay? Are you ready to take on the hike to the top? Are you well hydrated? Are you well nourished? Did you get a lot of rest? Are you ready for the hike to the top? Because if you are, here's my question to you. Simple. Can you find 5 people who want to make $1 million in the gold and in the emerging digital asset market? Can you find 5 people who want to make $1 million in the gold market and in the crypto market? Do you think you can find 5 people who want to make $1 million? If the answer is yes, then you know what? You're ready. You're prepared. That is how we start. Now, Martin said something very, very important in his presentation when he said the way to the top is to simply focus on where? The middle class. In any economy, it is the middle class that drives the economy. If we are looking only at the top, if all we're doing is, trying to associate with all the top earners and hanging out in little cliques and doing here, guys, I'll tell you what, this is going to be a very, very difficult road for you. But I'll tell you, if you focus on bringing up people, bringing them up, bringing up the newbies to the next step, bringing up the newbies to the next step, which means you got to get down in the trenches with them. You have to find them. You need to be working with people in your group to find where are the new people. When we focus on the new people, helping them get started, helping them make money in their first 30 days, and then taking the ones who want a little more and bumping them in to that middle class, into that full-time income range. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this compensation plan works like magic, because everything grows from there. So in this compensation plan, what do? We empower the middle class. Who is the middle class? The middle class of this compensation plan are the emeralds. These are the individuals that are getting into that full-time income. They're seeing that $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, $4,000, $5,000 a month income. They're the ones that are developing, those stories of wow, never thought I could do this, and here I am now. I'm making, $5,000 a month with this company. I was able to, go full-time, or I brought my spouse home. These are the types of the stories that people want to know, that people need to hear, because this is what creates freedom. It's taking that brand new person, it's putting some money in their pocket in 30 days, and then it's scanning and saying, who wants to go next level? And the ones that want to go next level, let's bump them up into where? Into the emerald stage. I wanted to show this picture only because our speaker yesterday, Mr. Michael Delco, he made a comment when he said, wow, the way that all of this is coming together, this is divine. Michael was watching a movie with his wife, and there was a quote, that came onto the movie, which was literally what he was preparing to talk about in his speech yesterday. Well, the same thing has happened to me. My job here today is to show people, the power of the comp plan in a way that you can run it, in a way that the practical way of how do I start? How do I get to the top? What's the way to run through this plan? And, I was looking through my pictures yesterday, and I found the picture, of course, of time. This was my birthday present, and it was basically, it's a $200,000 vehicle that was gifted to me for my efforts, for my, reaching the top of a previous compensation plan. And the color that I chose is emerald green for this car. Well, it's kind of a black two-tone, emerald green. It looks a little, deceiving, but if you, under the sunlight, yeah, you can see that emerald green shining. So I just wanted to bring that up because everything is going according to divine plan always. So let's just quickly, one more time, take a look at these ranks and what do they mean? Again, beginner ranks. Can we help the brand new people get into profit fast? First 30 days, let's put an extra $100, $200, $300, $1,000 in their pocket. If we do that, guys, if you do that, you've got them for a full year. They will go through all the ups and downs and everything that comes with building the business because they've seen it work. What will drive the compensation plan then is taking those newbies and bringing them into this emerald. This is the sweet spot of this compensation plan. And look at the percentages between 23 to 26%. Very, very nice pay, wonderful unilevel. So this is how we're able to start helping these people get free themselves with that extra income that they're looking for to achieve the goals they want. And then from there, it's just a duplication process. Guys, if you help enough other people go emerald in this compensation plan, you're going to find yourself, at a six-figure income in this company, okay? If you help enough people do what? Break even more of these emeralds so that they can go ruby, okay? You're gonna do what? You're gonna go to 7 figures, okay? So the common denominator here is not, let's all become diamonds. That's not the common denominator because that's not what most people want, everybody. okay? What most people are looking for is right here. They just want an extra few $100s a month or a week that they could help pay the bills and alleviate some pressure. Once they start to earn that income, then their minds open. Then they start to see what is possible. Then they start, some who maybe at first never wanted a $5,000, $10,000 a month paycheck, but now they do because they see it working. So focus on this middle class, everybody. That is the sweet spot of this compensation plan. And in doing so, it all comes together. So I want to close by giving you a very, very simple strategy of running up the plan. Okay. Now on Thursday, you are going to hear of an amazing strategy of how to operate your business every day. Okay. This strategy is about how to run up the plan. A 90-day Emerald Express, 90-day Emerald Express. What does that mean? That means first 90 days, find the people, help the people get into those Emerald ranks. Why? What's in it for them? How about their ticket to freedom, their gateway to freedom? You saw the income levels. Income is there. Leadership is there. Many people thrive in these networks because they get to exercise their passion, their gifts, their, skills. And leadership is a skill that we continue to develop. We never arrive in leadership. We always continue to develop in leadership. And that's really because the team is there now as an Emerald. You're starting to exercise leadership skills. You're starting to get recognized also within your community. People are starting to tap you on the shoulder saying, hey, can you please show me how to do this? And all of a sudden, you become that expert. You become that expert. So the income is there, the leadership is there, and the team is there. So join me in helping masses of people make these 90-day runs to Emerald. I have personally changed my life in 90 days. I've changed my financial outlook, my finances in 90 days. And many people here on, watching have done the same. It is possible when you commit and when you take action. So, what's important about 90 days is that it's a short enough time that people will commit. Okay, it's short enough that people will commit. Yeah, I'll commit to a 90-day run, okay, because it's only 3 months. But it's also long enough that distractions do come into play, okay? So when I say a 90-day momentum run, I mean an honest 90-day momentum run. In 90 days, you can build up momentum that literally can take you to the top of this plan. 90 days at a time. And the whole purpose of 90 days is to develop stories. The stories that are developed in a 90-day period, those stories of the brand new people getting started, making, that $100, $500, $1,000 a month check. That's the story. That's the story that we want to produce. Those stories of people going full-time, reaching these Emerald ranks, hitting these ranks, making that full-time income. These are the stories, everybody, that we're aiming to generate in a 90-day period. And those stories fuel the next 90 days. It's those stories that are going to attract the new people, not the same stories over and over. It's the new stories. Stories sell, facts tell. So what do we got to do in this next 90 days? Simple. How many Emeralds can we run to in this plan? How many people can we express to Emerald? Now, we know, okay, well, from what we've seen, that people can buy an Evo Life package and they're given a bonus. They're given a bonus of an Emerald rank. That's beautiful. But that's just a bonus to help them, okay, to give them a little extra. I'm talking about the volume that is needed, okay? If you, because of package or because of say, the placement, if you're a current, affiliate getting a placement, if that is already placing you in an Emerald rank, what I'm talking about here is go out and get the volume, We all must requalify for this. Even if it doesn't change our rank, it doesn't matter. You want to build up momentum in your team. We build up these level of volumes. 1-star emerald, 2 lines with 20,000, 2-star emeralds, 2 lines with 40,000, 3-star emeralds, 2 lines with 80,000. You know the way I look at this, guys, 20, 40, 80, 248, 248. You just want to duplicate. 248 is what you want to duplicate. If I could leave you with one thing that I have learned over these past 25 years, and especially over the past 15 years of reaching the top of several compensation plans and staying there, is first, you want to find that sweet spot. You want to find that place. And I've just identified it's the emerald ranks, 20, 40, 80. You find that place and then you get yourself there. And even if it looks like it's too easy, do it anyway. Do what's easy. And then simply spend the rest of your time helping other people get there. Duplicate this very simple process, everybody, and you can find yourself shining like a diamond. A 90-day momentum run begins on September the 11th, everybody. I want all of us, no matter how big or small, no matter what we've done in the past, let's all prove this compensation plan. Let's go out and hit within the next 90 days. Let's hit these ranks, 20,000, 40,000, 80,000, 2 lines minimum of volume, and then duplicate it. Guess what? If you help 5 people do that, let's say the next 90 days, you're going to hit Ruby. You're going to be looking at, potentially a 6-figure year annualized income as a Ruby. Okay. If you help 25 people do that, let's say in the next 90 days, what's going to happen? You'll rise to 3-star Ruby. That's an important milestone, everybody. That's around $1 million volume, but that locks you into the Ruby ranks for life. You'll never go below 1-star Ruby. So make that rise to the Ruby 3-star. Now you're making multiple 6 figures a year, everybody, as a 3-star. But does it stop there? No. What do? Do I look for diamonds? Continue to break those emeralds. Continue to take people through a 90-day Emerald Express, ladies and gentlemen. Help 125 people. Between you and your rubies, help find those 25 people, escalate them up to the emerald ranks, and you will be shining like a diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, diamonds need not explain how radiant they are, because they just keep shining. And whoever shall admire their brilliance will find their way to them. Thank you very much to all of our future emeralds and then soon to be diamonds. I thank you so very much for your time and energy here today. And with that, I would like to now pass the call back to Mr. Marcus Brachko.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm back again. It was amazing. It was a fantastic presentation. Nitya, thank you so much. Also, Martin, great job. It was fantastic. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm impressed and I understand the marketing plan now much better than before. It was fantastic. And you see, it's really easy to understand it. I know you need the details and the information, but I have also now a little homework for everybody here on the call. So please, do your own examples and exercises. Make some examples for how many sign-ups you need to reach a position and how much money you will earn when you reach that position, like the examples Martin did on the flip chart. And also make an example for yourself how the income increases when you have a team, when you have a first, second, third, or probably fourth line, and count that together. Of course, it's not possible to have the exact result, like Nitsa said, 1,000%. No, it's not possible, but in this case, you will learn the presentation, the compensation plan, and you will find also a way for yourself how to explain that to other people. And again, keep it simple and ask the people questions. Ask the people questions. Don't tell them your goals. Ask the people questions about their goals, and then show him just the solution and the way to reach their personal goals. Okay, fantastic. So again, Nitsa, Martin, great job, fantastic. So we will continue tomorrow with another training session. Tomorrow we are focused on the products, and we will go into the details. And also we have tomorrow 2 guest speakers, Tammy Morrison, Tony De Guea, and I'm also looking forward for the presentations tomorrow. One thing, don't forget, 10/10, 2020, our opening event from Freebay. And now I wish you a lot of fun and good luck with your exercises on the compensation plan. Keep it simple, ask questions, tell a story, and you are on the right way. And do the 90-day plan. Do the 90-day plan, be focused, make a strategy with your partners, with your team, and you will reach your goals. So from my side, again, thank you joining us today on this call. It was amazing, and we will continue like that tomorrow. So I wish you all the best. Have a nice day, a nice evening, or good morning wherever you are, and we see us again tomorrow. Thank you. That was Markus Bratschko from Freebay. Goodbye.